So you've probably heard the phrase, nice guys finish last, okay? And you probably heard that and then thought, well, if nice guys finish last, then surely I should just be a dickhead. Surely I should just be rude. I should be, unresponsive, cold towards women. This is not what they mean when they say that, okay? And then you probably see the bad boys and think, oh, well, how do the bad boys get girls? You always see, these roadmen kind of types, these criminals, thugs, whatever you want to call them, bro. Those kind of guys, those typical bad boys, right? You always see those kind of guys, and they're never short of women. They've always got women. No matter how ugly they are, they've always got women, okay? Now, if you are young and quite impressionable, you might see these kind of guys and think, well, they've always got girls, so in order for me to get girls, I should be a dickhead. I should be rude. I should be a bad person. That's not what the women are attracted to, okay? And when you've had enough experience with women, you'll realize this. It's not the fact that they're rude, that they're dickheads, that they're bad people, so to speak. There are some positive traits that I'm going to speak about in this video. There's plenty of them, but I'm only going to talk about 3, okay? That you can adopt into your lifestyle, all right? And I don't recommend you go out there and be a dick. I don't recommend you go out there and just be a bad, negative person to be around, because that's not going to get you what you want. You're just going to be a dick. You're not going to get any women because you're lacking the traits that I'm going to speak about, okay? It's not the fact that they are bad that is attractive, right? It's the other things that I'm going to speak about. So, first of all, I recommend that you don't go down this path of like, well, if bad boys get girls, then let me just become a dick. Because no one's going to want to be around you. You're going to be negative, okay? You're going to lose out on friends, relationships, business clients, whoever. Because people don't like being around negative people, okay? Now, I recommend you be a gentleman, okay? Of course, have respect, have manners, be polite to people, be positive to be around. But then adopt the traits, learn from these guys, these bad boys, learn from them, and adopt the positive traits that they have. Not the negative ones, not the rude, dickhead traits, the positive ones that I'm going to speak about. The first one is the masculine essence, right? All of these guys, right, all of these roadmen guys, all of these bad boys, whatever you want to call them, or just in general, whoever you can think of that's kind of like a bad boy or whatever, the stereotypical bad boy persona. They have this masculine essence. They have this kind of, I don't really give a fuck. I'm staying true to who I am. And I know what it is that I want. And I'm not going to stop until I get it. So they have this masculine essence of they set themselves a goal and they go and get it, right? And they don't give a fuck who's offended by what they say. They don't care who disagrees with them. They're not too agreeable. A lot of you guys, if you're quite young and you don't have too much life experience yet, you'll find that you're too agreeable with people. And especially with girls, because you say what you think they want to hear from you. And, sometimes you might sacrifice your own opinions and your own values in order to just please somebody else. And it's not a very masculine trait for you to have. So my advice to you is to just be true to who you are as an individual deep down. Don't be rude, don't be offensive, of course. If you think something that this person's fat, right? Obviously, I'm not going to say you are fat. You are obese. I'm not going to offend the person, but I'm going to be honest with them if they ask me, right? I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be agreeable and say what I want. No, you're not fat. You look beautiful. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm like, oh, well, if you think that you're struggling with your weight, if that's something that you're, insecure about, then, go do some cardio. Let's go jump on the bike machine, right? You can do it in a respectful way. Don't be a dickhead. I always recommend you guys maintain that gentlemanly frame, but at the same time, always have your masculine essence there. Always have a goal focused, fully focused on it. And don't allow other people to, oh, yeah, of course I'll come and see you. No, I've got shit to do. There are girls texting my phone as I record this video, asking me to call them, asking me, when can we go on a walk? When can you come and see me? When can you take me out? And I'm busy. I'm not going to respond to them until I've done my tasks, right? And that's just, that is what makes them attracted. It's not the fact that I'm a dickhead. It's not the fact that I'm rude. It's not the fact that I'm ignoring them. I just simply have a purpose to focus on, and I'm not going to respond to those until my top priority has been satisfied. Does that make sense? Not only that, but I have this attitude of where, I have my values. I have the things that I hold myself to. For example, I don't drink. So if I go on a night out and people are offering me drinks, go on, have a pint, mate, have a pint. No, because they're my values that I set for myself. So I'm not going to, oh yeah, go on then just because I'm with you. Do you understand? So hold those values in stone and don't break them for anyone else. Don't be too agreeable. Don't just say things that you think people want to hear. This is why those kind of guys are very attractive, because they're like, I don't give a fuck. I know what it is that I want. I know who I am as a man, and I'm going to stay true to that. I'm not going to allow anyone else to define who I am. Does that make sense? So always keep those masculine traits. And again, I've made videos about how to be a gentleman, how to be more masculine. I've made videos about them, so go and scroll down and find them. I'm not going to teach you how to be more masculine. It's just we'll focus on that trait and kind of brush over it. Yeah, masculine essence, that's number one. Number two is confidence. Okay, they're very, very confident, and this is something that I've learned, right? You can be the best looking guy in the world, you can be the most genetically attractive guy, and you can have girls checking you out and you know, looking at you, giving you choosing signals. They're interested in you. But if you're not confident in yourself, if you're not confident in your self-image, in the way you look, but then again, if you're not confident in how you come across to the external world, so if you're not confident enough to speak to these girls, you're never going to get any girls. It's their confidence. It's the fact that they walk around, they're loud, and again, some of them, yeah, they are dickheads. I don't recommend you be loud in a dickhead way. Don't go around, you know, fucking insulting people or nothing, but just use your voice a bit more. This is something that I've learned. I used to get checked out. I always get checked out, right, by women, and again, I'm not saying this to boast, but the fact that I've learned this is because I used to be on the tram. I used to go from work all the way home on the tram, on public transport. And of course, there's girls on there, right? Always. I used to always get checked out, but nothing ever came of it because I was never confident enough to go and speak to them, right? And a little technique that I found was just get used to just opening your mouth more and speaking more. Even before I recorded these videos, I haven't really spoke to anybody, any strangers yet. You know, I'm just literally first thing in the morning coming out into the park, and it feels awkward for me to talk. Now, obviously, as the day progresses and I've spoke to you guys and I've opened my mouth a bit more and said more words and spoke more words, you get used to speaking. So naturally, as I'm going home, I'll just be able to speak to someone, no problem. If I'm in the gym later and I see an attractive girl, be able to speak to her, no problem. Because you just find that you get into that flow, you get into that social flow. And that's where confidence comes from. So just rather than having your mouth glued shut, oh, I don't really know what to say, I don't want to embarrass myself, being all shy, just get yourself out there, speak more, just practice talking, just saying things, even if it's to yourself, like, oh, fuck, or, you know, I'll be walking around here and I might trip over or something, I'll be like, oh, fuck, you know, I'll say that to myself, like, just get used to talking a bit more, get used to being a bit more loud, you know, raising your voice a bit more when you're speaking to people, laughing, be a bit more open to attention, let's say. And yeah, obviously confidence is a big thing. I speak about confidence a lot in my videos, so you can go and find some that really give an in-depth guide on how you can be more confident. But again, that's the second one, is confidence. Just be a bit more loud, be a bit more open. And when you do see attractive women, yeah, you're confident enough to just go and speak to them. You know, you don't give a fuck. Those kind of guys, I've seen it in person, but those kind of guys will literally just walk up to them because they don't care. They just don't give a shit. They'll just go up to a girl and be like, you know, you're paying you, or something like that. They'll use their own words. But having that confidence, yo, look at a dog, bro. Always a dog invasion. But yeah, having that confidence that's the same one that was on a mission. I don't know if any of you guys were in my live stream. There was a dog just sprinting around and he was absolutely on a mission. It's the same one. All right, having that confidence to just go up to a girl and just, you know, speak your mind and tell her, yeah, you look gorgeous. I think you're gorgeous. I want to take you out sometime. Cool, boom. Having that confidence makes you attractive. It's not the fact that, oh, they're loud and dickhead and they're insulting people. It's the fact that they're just confident in themselves. They're not sat away in the corner, shy, scared to open their mouth. They'll happily just speak to anybody. And that's a habit that I've adopted now over time, where I realized, right, why is it then that I'm getting all this attention from women, but I'm not getting any results from them? I'm not getting any numbers. What is it? Because it's very rare that girls will just come up to you and just ask for your number. It's happened to me before, but it's rare. You know, more times than not, I've had to go up to the girl and do it myself than having them come over to me. Yeah? So it can happen. It's a possibility, but it's much more rare. So you're better off just building up your confidence, getting used to just speaking more, getting yourself in that flow of like, yeah, I am the guy that is just social. I can talk to anybody. Girls, men, old ladies, whatever. They're all the same. So getting yourself in that mindset helps a lot, and it will make you a lot more attractive. And just being unapologetically yourself in public. Not hiding yourself, not hiding your laugh or something like that, not hiding how loud you talk because, oh, I don't want eyes on me, I don't want attention on me because they might think I'm weird. Being unapologetically you, I don't give a fuck. If I'm on the tram, I'm not a dickhead. Let me make this very clear. I'm not a dickhead. I'm not loud to the point where people find me annoying. But I don't mind just, laughing out loud, being myself, talking, you know, getting involved and just getting myself out there, because I used to be very shy. I used to not want eyes on me. I used to not want attention on me. But now I'm the opposite, because it's like, it just feels much better. And it makes you feel more confident as well when you're like, I am me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if that person's laughing at me. I don't care if that person thinks I'm weird. I am just being me, right? So confidence is the second one. Number 3 is just fun and excitement and unpredictability. All right, so it's a bit of a package, the last one. These bad boys that you see, these kind of guys, bro, they're riding around on mopeds, they're here, there, and everywhere. Their lives are not boring. They're not boring guys. Well, maybe the personality-wise, I mean, I spoke to some of these guys, and some of them just have no personality. They're fucking zooted out of their mind, bro. They're dopey cunts, right? But the lifestyle that they live is quite exciting, it's quite fun, it's quite unpredictable. And that is something that you can learn from these guys. And again, don't be a dickhead. You don't have to ride around on mopeds, flinging a pack and all this kind of shit. But just having this unpredictability. And again, unpredictability is a good thing. Because a lot of guys, they'll think, especially in the bedroom, oh, well, I made her come this one time. And I know it's vulgar to speak about, but I made her come this one time and I did this. So I'm just going to do the same thing over and over again. That gets boring, right? There's no excitement. There's no sexual tension there. This is what a lot of guys go wrong. They just get very complacent. They get very comfortable when they're around girls, and they just do the same things over and over again. The girl knows what to expect. Oh, where are we going tonight? Oh, we're going here. The same place we went to every other time. You know, just change things up, be a bit more unpredictable, a bit more exciting, and just be a fun guy to be around. That is very easy. Anyone can do that. You don't have to be riding around on mopeds to do that. I'm a fun guy to be around. People like to be around me, and I'm saying this with this confidence because it's just a fact. Anyone that knows me knows this. I don't have to lie. I don't have to be like, oh, well, stay humble, bro. I don't want to sound arrogant. People know that. I'm a fun guy to be around because I've made myself fun to be around. I enjoy life. Life is fun for me. Therefore, when I'm around other people, life is fun for them too. Do you understand? So applying this positive mindset and just enjoying life, not taking things too seriously, trying new things, meeting new people, getting yourself out there, just enjoying the world for what it is and all the positives that it has to offer will make you a much more fun individual to be around. Having a laugh, just enjoying yourself, not taking yourself so seriously to the point where you're standing in the corner with your arms crossed because I can't laugh because then I'll look weird. Get a grip of yourself, man. Just have a good time, enjoy yourself. Women love that. Women love to have fun, and they also love the unpredictability and the excitement that fun can bring. Does that make sense? So learn from these guys. You know, you don't have to be a dickhead. I'm not a dickhead. I'm a very nice, polite, positive gentleman to be around. I'm not a cunt, basically. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not doing nothing illegal, right? I'm a nice guy to be around. And when I say that, I don't mean in a sense of like, oh, I'm a pushover or I'm a simp. Do you understand? You can be, again, if you have your masculine essence there, you can be a nice person. You can be a kind, good person and still not be a pushover, still not get taken advantage of, still not have people disrespect you. So I think it's just, setting your boundaries for yourself in stone and not allowing anyone else to cross those lines. Does that make sense? So if you want to learn more, coaching's down below. Click the first link. We'll have an hour discussion, a little FaceTime call, whatever, a little Zoom call together. And we'll just talk about life. We'll have a laugh. We'll learn from each other, spread some positive energy. You can network with me, someone that's like-minded, that thinks in the same wavelength as you. And we can talk about some things that you're struggling with, some things that you can't quite get your head around, some dilemmas that you're going through. And you'll walk away feeling inspired. You'll walk away feeling like, I've got a new lease of life. I know what it is that I need to do. I know the mindset that I need to achieve those things. Let's crack on. Let's go. So it's a very worthy investment. And again, a lot of guys value money over knowledge. And I think that's a very foolish thing because money is superficial. It can be made back instantly like that in so many different ways. Money is very, very easy to acquire. It's the knowledge and the network that you want to value. And that's what I'm offering to you. So get out there, make it happen. I look forward to seeing you. Take care, bro. Stay safe.